everyone, welcome back. So, Dodge might be bringing back a name nobody expected, and honestly, I'm kind of obsessed already. The 2026 Dodge Polara is shaping up to be one of those comeback stories that blends old-school attitude with modern tech in a way that actually makes sense. If you grew up hearing the Polara name, or you just love when automakers tap into their heritage the right way, this one is definitely worth paying attention to. Before we dive in, real quick, if you love car news, future models and honest enthusiast takes like this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton, and you won't miss what's coming next, because trust me, the next few years for cars are about to get very interesting. Now, let's talk about the design first, because that's where Dodge is clearly flexing. The 2026 Polara isn't just slapping an old badge on a generic body. It's leaning hard into that retro muscle vibe. Long, wide stance, bold lines, and a front end that feels aggressive without being cartoonish. You can see echoes of the classic Polara in the proportions, but everything looks modern and sharp. Think classic American muscle, but cleaned up, wider, and more confident. LED lighting front and back gives it that futuristic edge, and the overall look feels like Dodge saying, yeah, we remember where we came from. What really surprises people, though, is what's under the hood, or at least what's likely to be under the hood. Dodge is expected to go with a hybrid setup, and before you roll your eyes, hear me out. This isn't about killing performance. It's about instant torque, better efficiency, and still keeping that muscle car attitude alive. The idea is gas power for the raw and electric assistance for quick launches and smoother daily driving. Basically, more punch when you want it, less guilt at the pump. For a name like Polara, that kind of evolution actually fits the times. And here's where things get even more interesting. This Polara isn't expected to be just a street cruiser. There are strong hints that Dodge wants to give it some off-road capability. Not hardcore rock crawling stuff, but enough ground clearance, drive modes, and rugged styling to handle dirt roads, snow, and weekend adventures. It's like Dodge is aiming for a muscle car with an adventurous streak, which is not something you'd expect from the Polara name, but it kind of works. Step inside, and the interior is where modern tech really shines. Expect a big, clean digital display, a responsive infotainment system, and physical controls where they actually matter. Dodge usually does a great job balancing tech with usability, and the Polara should follow that trend. Materials are expected to feel more premium than what older models offered, with a mix of sporty accents and comfort-focused design. It's meant to be a place you enjoy sitting in, whether you're carving back roads or stuck in traffic. Pricing is obviously the big question. While nothing is official yet, most signs point to the 2026 Dodge Polara landing in that mid-range performance price bracket. Not bargain basement cheap, but not unreachable either. Dodge seems to want this to be an attainable performance car with style, not a limited halo vehicle. That puts it in a sweet spot for buyers who want something unique without going full luxury brand pricing. When you compare it to past Polara models, the difference is night and day, but the spirit is still there. The original Polara was all about presence and power for its era. The 2026 version takes that same idea and updates it for today's world. Smarter power, more versatility, and way more tech, without losing that bold Dodge personality. It's less about copying the past and more about translating it. Honestly, if Dodge pulls this off the way it looks on paper, the 2026 Polara could be one of the most interesting revivals we've seen in a long time. It's nostalgic without being stuck in the past, modern without feeling soulless, and bold in a way that feels very on brand for Dodge. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Dodge should bring the Polara back, or should it have stayed in the history books? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around. I've got more future car content coming your way, and you're not going to want to miss it.